Yo, what's up guys, it's PillowKing here with another video. So real quick before we go ahead and get this started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps and supports the channel, keeps us moving forward and all that great stuff. So yeah, there's going to be a Banlist prediction wish list kind of like video. I've always wanted to do this and I'm really excited to do like an actual Banlist video for when it comes out. It's going to be really like a first for the channel as well. But let's just go ahead and get into it. So for one, miscellaneous. This card is crazy. I actually hate this card with a passion. I hope this card gets mollywopped on the list, if I'm being frank with you. But I know it's not going to. I don't think realistically they're not going to hit it. But this card, coming back to 3, really helped Dino become, just come back on the radar, which, no one can disagree with. And I think, Dinos, personally, it's a fun deck to play, not fun to go against, especially when your whole board basically, even though you just built it, it doesn't matter now. One big thing is they also get to main all the good going second cards, which is what makes it even crazier. So on top of having this, they can play cards like Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler No More. They can play Nibiru as well for your turn, Imperm, Gamma, all those insane things. But I'd rather see them just hit Overraptor, if I'm being completely upfront with you. Overraptor I feel like is a bigger problem as of right now, and I don't say it's a bigger problem, but what I really mean is that I think hitting this just takes away the consistency. I think what the OCG did was really good. Putting this card to 1, just hitting the consistency of the overall deck, I think is a lot better than just completely mollywopping it. Putting this card back to 1, I think would just not be okay. I'd like to see Dino here, just not as much, if I'm being honest, because there's still going to be those like random Dino players still playing, and people are still going to be like, yeah, this deck's insane. No, it's not. Hitting it to 1 will take it off the radar for the most part, but you'll still be seeing the random Dino players and stuff like that. Yeah. This card just doesn't do anything anymore. With Electrum being banned, this card is nowhere near as crazy as it used to be. It used to be with Electrum, like, what was it, a +2 or +3? I forgot, with Astrograph and stuff like that, which was just not okay. But now I don't see Electrum coming back. I think it could come back to 1 because of the new Metalfoe support. It wouldn't surprise me. With at the end of the day they are a business, so pushing product isn't a bad idea. But I think this card can come back to 3 as of right now. This card really doesn't do much. As of yet, you're not really seeing Pendulum players topping anything at all, to be honest. That's all I can really say about this card. It's just nothing like it used to be. In a slower format, this card was really good, but with how fast the game is as of now, I just don't see the point in this card being really anywhere, except 3. Same thing with this. So this really goes back to what I was saying with Double Iris. It was just, so I love BA, but it's not doing anything. It is not doing dim a dick. So like, I just don't see the point in these cards even being at 2. I think putting them at 3 would be fine. And, BA as of right now is just a supporting engine. Even if they went to 3, PK is really not playing more than 1 of each, 2 of each at that. Because they don't want to see these cards. They don't want to open a BA. These cards are only good to be sent off a Cherubini for now. And that's the issue. Putting these cards at 3, pure BA players are going to be like, yeah, 3 here, 3 graph, yeah. But who cares? The BA isn't doing anything. PK is what matters. BA is just merely a supporting engine as of right now. I think maybe in a much slower format, it would be a lot crazier. But I don't see us getting to that slow format anytime soon. So yeah, I could see these cards coming back to 3. It might have to take a bit, but I think these cards could come back to 3 without an issue. I hope this card gets mollywopped, bamboozled, destroyed, speckledorfed, all that stuff. I hate this card. Smoke Grenade should not be right here, right now. This card was old as dirt. Like LOB, I think it was. I'm not sure. IOC or LOB. And it saw 0 play. Now that Infernoble's here, you're just seeing this card getting abused. Literally being used like a dirty napkin, just thrown away every game. But then on a serious note, being able to look at your opponent's hand, literally just for playing your deck, and ripping a card, and if it's a monster it gets banished, it's just not okay. I'm not a fan of this card in any way, shape, or form. In all honesty, this card just needs to leave. If this card was random like Levianer, I'd be like, okay, you know what, whatever. This card could be like, I wouldn't really care as much, because then, they can't hit my Dark Ruler No More to my hand or something, like, because as of right now, it's like, when I play against Infernobles, it's really just, I didn't open more than 1 hand trap. Do you have 2 warriors? If so, let's move to the next game, because I'm not going to waste my time for you to combo me. But usually I'll let them combo just so I can see their deck and stuff like that, because that's what I'm supposed to do. But, you know, it just feels bad watching them combo my full hand and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, this card just needs to be gone. uh, so this is more of like a wish. I hate Eldritch. I hate going against it. It's just, it's annoying. That's all it really is. It's nothing like crazy. The deck isn't exactly crazy, but the recursion every turn, you know, being able to get another card just for playing their deck for free is just way too good. You know, for this card, you know, you get Eldritch on my turn. Now you set a Conquistador on your turn. Now you Conquistador again on my turn. You know, and usually they're not OTKing you, so it's just like you get beat down with just everything. And you know, they can play all these supporting engines like Halaster, Dragma. They play the Rocket stuff. You can play a Hulk engine as well for stuff. It's just so good. Um, I just don't like. I like Eldritch. I love the art about it. I love everything about it except just going against it. It's just annoying. I feel like this card's not going to get hit, but if it does get hit, I want it hit to 1. I think in the future it might get hit if it becomes more relevant. But as of right now, it's like, you know, it's a good tier 1.5 deck, but it's still nothing compared to like Dragon and you know, Inferno, the two best decks arguably that we have right now. Yeah, I think since they're getting support, it should be fine. But I don't see anything else happening, to be honest. But yeah, so next, so hear me out. Now, while Dragoon is crazy, this card is definitely not okay. Can't be sure by card effects. Can't target it. It's an Omni Negate, and it's double book source. That is not okay in any way, shape, or form. I have to agree with that. But this card isn't doing anything relevant, I guess I could say right now. You know, you're not seeing the best decks playing this card because they don't need it. It makes bad decks better. You know, you're seeing worse decks doing better because they have this card, which is really great. I think this card will be a bigger problem in the future. I think he's not gonna get hit this list. I would like to see him gone, just because playing against this card is just so annoying. But I think it will be gone, not this list, but the next list, after they hit these insanely fast Dragon Link and Inferno decks. That's really all I have to say. All I really have to say about the card, to be honest. There's nothing like, yeah, there's really nothing else I can say about this card. This card isn't really doing much in the TCG, comparatively speaking to the OCG. So yeah. Next is Metal Marcher. So this is my whole issue. So I have two cards, like Metal Marcher and Link Cross. This card is only good because of Hulk and Link Cross. So here's the thing. If you get rid of Link Cross, is this card really a problem? As of right now, I really can't think of any consistent ways of bringing this card out that would be like pretty good, I guess. So if you hit Link Cross, I feel like Metal Marcher can stay off the list without an issue, but knowing them, they'll hit everything around it before they do that. So, you know, we'll hit this, and then they'll hit Link Cross, unfortunately. And then maybe we'll get Metal Marcher back like way later down the line, because that's how it always ends up going down. You know, right now we're still getting cards back from Firewall very slowly, because, you know, as you know, Firewall, we hit everything around it before we actually hit the problem card. Easel should be gone. How long have we had this card now? The Easel really should be gone. We've had it for like, what, 2 years, I think? I think he came out in Extreme Forces, whatever it's called. The one with the Link 3 Code Talker guy for the cover card. I've never liked this card, and every single deck that this card has really been in, except for pure Noble Knights, let's say, this card has just been a problem. This card makes any two warriors full combo, as of right now at least, which is crazy. And you could like literally any two warriors, and that's why I'm just like, I don't like this card. I've never liked this card, and I think this card should just be gone, banned, hit, mollywop just like smoke grenade. I'm not a fan of it, and I never will be. I think Hulk. So I want Hulk gone personally. I think it's fine as of right now because it helps. So it's the same thing as of like, you know, how I feel about Dragoon. It makes for one, it makes, you know, the best decks better. You know what I mean? But it also makes worse decks more viable, which is one reason I don't think to really hit this card, because like I said, it just helps too many things. If you hit the best decks as of right now, we can avoid hitting Hulk. If I'm being honest, like I said, if you hit Isolde, you know, you hit the LP, the two best decks, you know, they can play. It's just like Adamantimators right now. You know, you're hitting their best cards. they can play. Whether it's going to be as good or nearly like what it does, that's a whole nother thing. That's why it's just as of right now, I think like Hulk should stay. I think it's definitely going to get hit, but as of right now, I don't think it will. So here's two very controversial cards as well, just like Easel, Pitsy, and LP. So LP, I think, should be gone. That card's crazy. It gives you access to Rocket Monsters, Brotar, so you can rip a card out of their hand. When I play it, I summon Black Metal a lot if I already had access to the other one, so I can search Redum, summon Redum off Saryuya, yada yada yada. You see how that just sounds? Like, that sounds just degenerate right there. Summoning Black Metal, drawing forward Saryuya, using effect of Saryuya, summon Redum, Redum effect, summon one from grave, make Pitsy a Pitsy. That's not okay. I think they're gonna take the direction like they did in the OCG. We're playing Pitsy Turbo because really, I think Pitsy can stay. It's nowhere near as crazy as LP. We get a banished or one in the grave, and it's once per turn. You know, and they already hit Redum to 1. No, they didn't hit Redum. I'm so sorry. They made its effect a hard once per turn. I think this card can stay. I don't think it needs to get hit. I think if they hit LP and Link Cross, the deck, I'm not going to say it's dead, but it's going to be nowhere near as powerful, and we're going to see more other decks like, you know, take over, like Eldritch, things like that. And then lastly, Link Cross. So this card, this is what goes back to what I was saying earlier. I don't think there's a reason to hit Metal Marcher. If you just hit Link Cross right now, I don't think you need to hit Metal Marcher. You know, because same thing like with Hulk. 9 times out of 10 you're seeing both these cards, but you're not going to be making Metal Marcher if Link Cross is gone, because that's how it's so easy. You know, that's the thing. Like, you know, we're summoning like Despot 1 off of Hulk, then we're making Link Cross, Formula Synchron, Metal Marcher, and then after that we're going into and then we're going into the Mecha Fan and Beast Link. That's the thing. That wouldn't be happening if Link Cross wasn't there. I think this card should just be hit because it's the same thing. You know, we're going to be hitting everything around Hulk before we even think about hitting the actual Hulk. That's kind of like the issue. So I think this card will definitely be hit, and if it doesn't, I want it to be hit. I think this card should stay personally, but until Hulk is gone, we can't really allow this card to run rampant, because that's just what makes all these degenerate combos so much easier and stuff. And, you know, I think hitting this will definitely weaken decks as well, which is another nice thing. That's what I really want. But yeah, these are the cards as of right now that I think will definitely be touched in some way, shape, or form. If you disagree or you agree with me, you know, let me know in the comments. Or if there's anything that you feel like I missed, definitely let me know. I'm always open to, you know, new ideas and new perspectives and stuff like that. And if you have any suggestions for videos, let me know. I'll try to work something out for the near future. But yeah, take it easy.